term. Then I thought I'd be clever and simply keep with you.
Natty told me about your run-in with the poachers. I have some news about them as well. Can you meet me soon? I fear that some of what I uncovered has to do with you.
Another house token for the house chest.
When you have a moment, please stop by the Room of Requirement. Deke mentioned you might be interested in learning how to breed beasts.
My father said he used to like a school instead.
Not sure how.
Very concerning.
Studying Salazar Slytherin's spellbook. Meet me in the Undercroft. I found something.
Is this Mr. Bickle?
I believe so. He supposedly has...
Why did
Are you all right?
my husband,
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Bickle.
Theophilus Harlow? I'm sure of it.
I don't mean to be grim.
Archie's satchel is missing, so he may have left on his own. Hopefully he's just gone wandering, as he... I hope he wasn't here when Harlow...
Do you know which way
He never wanders far, but if he... I'm afraid to leave.
What reason?
My husband had been looking into Harlow's dealings and discovered some of what he's been up to. I begged him to leave it alone, but he was convinced that...
Is there anything more you can tell me about Harlow?
He's Victor Rookwood's second in command. A miserable, awful creature. Vicious and murderous.
We'll find your son, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. What am I going to do?
Please do not worry, Mrs. Bickle. We will... She home. When I took the letter we found to Officer Singer, she told me about Mr. Bickle. He had been doing the same thing we are, providing Officer Singer with evidence to take down Harlow. I had hoped to speak with him about what he had found, but we were too late.
What did Officer Singer say about the letter you brought her?
She thanked me, but she clearly felt that it was not enough. It is a shame that hippogriffs cannot speak. Your friend Highwing could provide all the evidence against Harlow that we need. We will need something more.
Revelio.
This must be little Archie's hideout. That Archie! Archie Bickle! He would not have done this to his own hideout. Someone came here looking for him. Revelio may be our only hope of finding out which way he went. There! Archie's footprints. He went this way. I thought we would have found Archie by now.
I suspect he'll keep running if he's being followed.
If it is Harlow that's pursuing him, I only hope you're right. Men like Harlow would not think twice about killing a child. We must find Archie quickly.
Revelio.
Prepare for a fight. hope Archie didn't cross paths with that wolf pack.
Revelio.
We should look around.
Archie's satchel. Why would he leave it behind?
He was likely running from Harlow, distracted. This may be a good time for rebellion again. Archie went this way. I have a bad feeling about this. Harlow must have a reason for pursuing Archie.
I wonder what Archie saw. I hope he didn't see Harlow kill his father.
He would never overcome it. At least not in any way I can imagine. A fork in the road. We will need Rebellion again. Multiple sets of footprints. Oh, Harlow caught up to him here. This is not good. They went this way. Thestrals. They are beautiful, are they not?
You can see Thestrals too.
I witnessed death when I was 9. Saw my first Thestral shortly thereafter. I found comfort in it. I still do. I think those of us who have witnessed death
Revelio.
deserve some comfort.
I'm sorry you experienced something like that at so young an age.
I was with my
Revelio.
father when he died. My mother was away, and I felt quite helpless. It was a long time ago in some ways, but in other ways, it seems like it was only yesterday. I still see him so clearly.
You must miss him.
My father was a wonderful man. Let us keep moving. We must find Archie.
Revelio. I understand. Oh, Revelio.
Taking in children now, are we? Better not be expected.
Mr. Tallis.
They have Archie. Be on your guard. There can be no mistakes.
Revelio. Mr. Tallis.
Why bring...
They got... I did not expect this tent to be so large on the inside. That complicates things a little.
Revelio.
You don't think he saw it happen, do you?
Mr. Tallis. Revelio. Mr. Tallis. Revelio. Mr. Tallis. Revelio.
better have a look then.
You've made a great mess. You will pay for your deed. What was that sound?
Petrificus totalis! Right, Petrificus totalis! Revelio. Archie Bickle.
How do you know who I am?
Your mother sent us to find you.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
Not too loud, Archie.
Sorry.
We need to get this open. Alohomora.
I'm ankle up.
We're so sorry, Archie.
Thank you.
We wouldn't have it any other way, Archie.
Archie, you're here! Oh, you're safe.
Mother, oh, Mother!
Incendio! Arrest them on their places! Incendio!
Friends, darling.
Accio! Compendo! Leviosa!
And I think they also said Otto's name.
I shall speak with them. You run inside.
Yes, Mother.
Your husband's friends may be in danger.
Just as he was.
How can we help?
You've done enough. My husband was a powerful wizard and couldn't defeat Harlow. The last thing we need is that monster coming after you.
It may be too late for that. I'm afraid Harlow's already after us.
Then you needn't anger him further. I assure you, the threat could be a lot worse. Please, please keep your distance.
I'm sorry again about your husband, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. And thank you for bringing Archie home.
Not to worry, Mrs. Bickle. My father used to say that rain does not fall on one roof alone. We are here to help each other. Hush now.
Lumos.
I must learn more about Mr. Bickle's friends and why Harlow is after them. You'll be hearing from me as soon as I know something. Thank you for your help today.
You're
Yes, Professor. You do seem...
It's a matter of perspective, and to dwell on such... This point, yes? I can tell...
If I may...
Kind of you to say.
Yes, Professor. Revelio.
You'll never believe what...
What did you
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse. He believed students should be prepared to use... That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the Scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the references to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone.
I see no reason to.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall... And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I'm not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Some references Sebastian mentioned in the book.
I'm glad you understand. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further. But if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Deke would like to speak with you. When you have a moment.
Hello, Deke.
Indeed. Deke,
That sounds a
rescuing and breeding beasts go hand in hand. Breeding beasts here in the room will allow us to...
I see.
First, bring a pair of beasts. Noble creatures, but their relationship with death gives them a bad reputation.
I've seen Thestrals before.
Deke has seen some wild Then you'll need to purchase. Once you've rescued the Thestral, one more person up.
Can't be too careful.
What's more powerful than the dark?
Aloha Mora.
It's a good thing we have auras, is all I'm saying.
Mother's rolling in her grave.
Use my wand at the ready. I do.
Revelio. Pardon me, sir.
Come to stare at the fool, have you? There's poor Ig Haggerty, robbed by his own sister. She's robbed almost everyone now. So, who's the fool?
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Then you're the only one who doesn't know about Catherine running off with that thief, Victor Rookwood and his lot. Good riddance, I said. Never thought she'd return to steal from me, us, but I just know it was her. I want her caught and sent to Azkaban for stealing a prize family heirloom.
What exactly?
A necklace belonged to the first of the Haggerty.
Why would Catherine come back to...
Do I look like a criminal to you? How should I know? She always despised...
Are you sure,
Thanks to that Rookwood louse, we're inundated with... But she was the only one who knew where the heirloom was.
I could keep it...
You? Ugh, nothing to be done by the... Besides, the thief might...
I should be...
But keep an eye on your belongings if I were you. Catherine will steal the eyebrows off your face, she will.
I ought to look into this thievery business for Mr. Haggerty once night falls. Revelio. Mr. Haggerty,
I told you.
what do you have?
It's good luck for me you stopped by today. Glad you were able to stop.
Now that it's night, I ought to look into this thievery business for Mr. Haggerty. Mr. Haggerty,
I told you about my thief.
I should... Revelio. A pile of gold. I must be on the right track. It looks as if the thief took more than they could carry. More gold. I must be getting closer.
Bacon and mushroom stew.
Revelio. Too late for you to learn the error of your ways. Revelio. Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin. Reparo. Lumos. Flipendo. Levioso. Closer. Here. Arresto Memento. Incendio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. I should investigate. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me. Revelio. Ha. Revelio.
Feels like I've been at this for hours.
An intruder!
Revelio.
You will regret coming here. Just here. Seems your heart is I won't rest until you're dead.
Incendio.
I should have been.
Arrest
It was pitiful. What do you think you're up to?
Incendio.
You won't get away with that.
Rebellion. Revelio. Revelio. A Niffler. It wasn't Catherine Haggerty after all. Revelio. Tego. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. That must be the Haggerty family heirloom. Revelio. No need to be difficult. I mean you no harm. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. I wonder how Mr. Haggerty will take this news. His sister wasn't the thief and his heirloom's coming home.
Must have snuck in after I fell asleep.
I have...
Nothing too unmasked, was there?
Actually, sir.
What?
You know, small, furry,
Catelyn was the only one who... But... Well, if you...
I found your heirloom.
Huh? Suppose that's only fair. Very well, we'll call it a reward. Sounds more decent that way. Catherine's a disappointment for certain, but... What a strange world we live in. Suppose they can't send a Niffler to Azkaban. At least I got my heirloom back.
Alohomora. Here we are. Mr. Weeks wasn't wrong about the mountain views.
If it isn't the fastest Ravenclaw.
Hello, Imelda.
Of course.
Does this mean...
Well, you're as... Well, they sit around and hope. No one sets records by wish. Are you going to try...
Strong competition?
Go ahead. Compliments make people soft. I say I'm the... So please, try to beat my
I'm ready.
Finally.
Brilliant! Now that's more like it. Blast! I'm getting the hang of this. I think that is acceptable. Excellent.
You've improved, I must admit. That was. Be careful.
Sounds like you're...
Yes, well, you'll not have the same...
You said you're...
If you... When we were first years, as my skill on a broom grew rapidly, I tried to give her pointers. Poor thing spends all her time now dodging. I refuse to... Anyway.
We'll see, won't we?
I have... See you at the South Coast. To race this course again, visit the podium with the leaderboard, where you can start the race and check your time.
Another successful flight. I should let Mr. Weeks know.
Back from your latest flight? I want to hear all the particulars.
Good news, Miss...
Brilliant!
It rides well.
Ah, yes.
If it means...
You sound as determined... If I'm right, and I... Thank you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team. Revelio.
I've used the dark arts several times. Can't understand why more don't.
Revelio.
glad to see you back, Lord.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend. I think she worries I'll...
Whatever gave her that?
This way. A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the
Revelio.
here, perhaps we can find out why.
Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it. Pelts. Poor beasts. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them?
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here.
I found goblin... Let's keep searching, but... I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land. Revelio. Tell us.
Is that you, Roylance? So, ha ha! Time to teach someone a lesson!
What's that?
Arrest them.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
What in Merlin's name? Are those dragons? It's a dragon fighting ring.
The name makes sense.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets. How could they pop? There must be more dragons here. We should take advantage of most.
Revelios I wouldn't give to be a devil.
Don't know what Victor was sinking straight.
Mr. Tell us.
Have you heard from your family? Has even your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through...
One less human to worry about.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her up, shall we? They've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Revelio. Alohomora. All right, I have the ink.
Ready. The elements of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Careful! That robot is burnt! How's this working? Show you then you'll get it out of here. Still! You're the one we're looking for, ain't you, dwarf friend?
I'll check your pockets after you're dead.
Is this not belonging back? Vegetables?
Back to the ground.
Give it back!
That was so
What a liar! This place out of it! I'm embarrassed for you! Never did care. Trying to make me
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out. Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which can...
Should we?
I'm sorry to say that you...
Since the
I'd much rather we have it than... It'll be hard hiding.
Should we?
It would be foolish not to. I'm sorry.
We aren't helping us.
You're right. Is it? Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.